Hi, so this video is about regular and irregular polygons and just may include some interior angles and exterior angles as well, just to let you know. Okay, so key facts, we need to know that regular exterior angle is 360 divided by the number of sides, or you can find out the sides by doing 360 divided by the regular exterior angle. If you are using these, it's really important that it's a regular, not just an irregular shape. So remember, an irregular means that all the sides are the same, all the angles are the same inside. Total interior angles is the number of sides, take away 2. This is going back to that triangle rule that you can create any, number of triangles within any shape. So times that by 180 because that's the angles in a triangle. And if it is a regular shape, we can do one interior angle by the total interior angles divided by the number of sides. Or we can do the fact that interior plus the exterior is going to equal to 180. If it is irregular, you've got to take away the known sides from the total interior angles and then find out the missing side. It might usually be like X, or there might be a couple X's and then you have to divide. So just be aware that that might happen as well. These are not given to you. They're not at the front of the page. So you do need to actually have to learn these. Okay, it doesn't take too long. Get them on a post-it note. Just refresh before that exam. So the first question, it says, work out the size of the exterior angle of a 12-sided polygon. Really nice and simple. So we're going to do 360 divided by 12, and that is going to give us our first answer. So maths-wise, you should be okay on that. If you didn't have a calculator, I'm just going to put that looked awful. And it should be a nice, easy one, but we do have a calculator for that exam. Use your answer to part 8 to write down the size of an interior angle of a regular sided shape. This is one of the formulas I just mentioned. So 180, take away that 30 is going to give us that interior angle of 150. There we go. Okay, so we got A, B, B, C, C, D, and D, E are 4 of the sides of a regular decagon. Key point by here, the exam loves to track in shapes, and this is going to be any 2D shape that you might have not heard for a while. So it's useful to brush up on those, especially towards this exam, because they love to track in a shape that you might not have heard of for a long time. Not sure on decagon, that's a 10-sided shape. Just writing a note there of that. So once we have a 10-sided shape, so the first thing I'm going to do is simply work out the interior angle for a 10-sided shape. So I'm going to do 10 minus 2, and then times that by 180. That's going to give me 1,440, which means one side, so I'm dividing that by 10, it's going to give me 144 degrees. So straight away I know by here, that's 144, that's 144, and that's 144. Now this shape is currently not shown as that decagon, so we can't say W and W are on the 144. But what we can count is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides currently. So now I'm going to find the total of 5 sides. So I'm going to do 5 take away 2 times by 180. Which gives me 540. And then I'm going to take away my 3 lots of 144. And that leaves me with 108. So if W and W equals 108, so 2W is 108. then W must be 54 degrees. And there we go. That's how we answer that first question. Next one. Okay, so have a go if you want to, and I'm just going to carry on going through it. So it says A, B, C, D, E. This one by here is a regular pentagon. So straight away from that previous question, just remembering that gave us 540. And this time we can divide that by 5, which gives us 108. 108, 108, 108, 108, 108. These two lines are straight lines, so actually we know straight away that that is the exterior angle by here and here, which I can say is 72 and 72, which means that is an isosceles triangle. So I'm just going to write down a note for that. And 540 divided by 5 gave us 108. So I'm writing that down as well, just so I've got some knowledge of what's happened. 108, 180, take away that, gave us our 72. 72 plus 72 gives us 144. Again, I'm just showing all my workings just so I'm not missing anything for that examiner. You never know if it's like an OCW question and so on. So it's good just to show your workings as you go in. 4 equals 36. Now I've labelled everything, I'm just going to check. So my final question was asking for C, D, F. So CFD, sorry. And that is 36 degrees. Okay, the next question we've got to go in. It's a 12-sided polygon. It's telling us this. It also tells us that two sides are regular. So these two come from that shape. And we need to work out this basically angle by here, this TR. So similar to a question we've already looked at for this one. So I'm going to firstly do 12, take away 2, times by 180. That's going to give me 1,108. That looked like I did that really fast, but it is simple maths if you are concerned how quick that was. Divide that by 12, which gives us 150. So each individual angle is 150. Now, interesting fact, if they're regular polygon, that means that this side and this side are all the same. So in fact, we have another isosceles triangle. It's really testing my spelling. There we go. So if that's 150, we've got 180, take away that 150. Again, I'm showing my workings because that's what they've asked for me. And then if we think we've got 30 divided by 2 gives us 15. So each angle here should be 15 degrees. Again, they're not too bad of questions. You just have to put your thinking caps on. Oh, let's move me down. Again, pause the video and I will carry on. So obviously unpause it when you're ready. So we've got a regular octagon and a regular hexagon. Find out the size of the angle marked X. You must show all your workings. So firstly, I'm going to use that rule again. So 8 take away 2 times by 180. And I'm also then going to do, so I'll do that first. That gives me 1080. Divided by 8. 135. And then I'm going to do the same for the 6-sided shape. So 6 minus 2 times by 180. 720. 720 divided by 6. This should give me 12. Well, 120, I should say. Right, okay, so if we think about every single angle here, it's going to be 135. And now I don't need to write that continuously. I just want to kind of just give you an idea. And then the same with this side, that everything's going to be 120. Again, I'm just going to stop by there. Now, you should have noticed we've got some interesting happening by here, because we have now got a really bad full circle drawn by me. But we have a circle that's been created, and this is angles around the point. So if I've got angles around the point, I know that 135 plus 120 plus x is going to give me 360. So I'm going to go 360, take away my 255, and that's going to give me x, which is 105. There we go. So x equals 105. There we go. I think that might be it for today. And let me just double check. Yep, that's everything. So I hope that's helpful, and good luck.